As you make your way into the exhibit and democracy itself, the next step is the idea of a vote, meaning a voice in legislation, leadership, and governance. The idea of who actually gets to vote, though, has been an issue since the 18th century, and one our nation has taken to the streets and the polls.
Democracy, from its very roots, has usually been limited, and we still limit it today. We limit democracy by age. We limit democracy by citizenship. But initially, the idea of democracy had started out as landed property owners, specifically white men. And then, over time, it became more expansive.
If you look at the countries that do not have democracies, their turnout's 100%, all for one candidate, right? Here we're at, a good election is 75%. People choose to come to vote or choose not to come to vote, depending on the year, but we're here for them, and we have the ballots for them, and their neighbors are there working the polls for you, for your right to vote.
It is a great sense of accomplishment when you conduct an election and you realize how many people you are connecting with in the community. And that's one of the things I love about the work that we do. We set up, whether it's for election day or for early voting or for by mail, we're here with our doors open, ready to serve the public. And when you take a step back from that and you realize that this is the way our elected leaders come into office and the transfer of power, and that you were a small part of it, it's very rewarding.
This exhibit does an amazing job of showing the complexity of American democracy. It's really nice to have this gallery and this exhibit to remind the folks in these citizenship classes, and then also just students and the general public who come through, that American democracy has always been something we're debating over, and so that's why it's so important to go out and vote and be a part of American democracy, because you can then be a part of that debate.